Hey everybody, how's it going? Octopus here, welcome back. We have a high score challenge and an EMC. I'm going to go over both of them and talk about is it really worth to pull this, and I'll do a really quick first look high score challenge run. So first off, we got a high score challenge. We have the chance of getting Young King Mickey, and then these names that I really don't like, Sora and Donald and Goofy. They need to figure out how to make that shorter or something besides SDG. I don't like short forms. But anyways, deals 7 extremely powerful hits that ignores target's attributes. So it's just like the World Final Fantasy Medals, just like Zigbar B. You can use any buff on them depending what enemy you're facing. So if you're facing magic, use a speed buff. If you're facing power, use a magic buff. So they're very super effective against the opposite attributes no matter what color they are. So even though these are green, they're still going to do tons of damage to power. They're going to do tons of damage to magic. They're going to do tons of damage to speed. Doesn't matter which one they're facing, they're going to do tons of damage. Alright, so for Sora, Donald, and Goofy, upright speed, 1 cost AoE medal. According to the website, it starts with a 3.00 multiplier, and that's not that bad actually. That's actually really good. Young King Mickey, its speed upright costs 3, and its single target deals 11 extremely powerful hits that ignores target's attributes. So same thing, doesn't matter what enemy you attack, it's good. So these two medals are actually really good, guys. Not even that, they're really cool looking keyblades. Well, not keyblades, but looking medals. They are very good looking medals, guys. Okay, no one's gonna agree with me on this, but the whole pool system here, where you see these are the only medals that you can use, everyone's complaining. Well, not everyone. People are complaining that, oh my god, it's only medals that are in the polls. But realistically, guys, think about this. You can probably hit 10 million if you complete the whole high score challenge and get the one King Mickey. But everybody's going to pull for these medals anyways. If you're going to compete in the high score challenge, you're going to pull. You have to pull if you want to compete. And most of these medals are going to end up on your Keyblade no matter what. So the whole system is... it takes away from what I've been trying to help people with. Trying to give them like a free-to-play kind of way of doing it. But at the same time, if you're going to try to get something guilted, like try to make top 2,000, you're going to have to pull at least 3 times if you're unlucky. If you're lucky, 1 time, 2 times. But no matter what, you guys are going to pull for this. So this pool here is very realistic. It's taking away the filter, would you say, that they would show you like, oh, you can use any of these medals for 7%. But in the end, you always just fill your Keyblade with 14% medals and use 1 really powerful medal. That's just how it always is. That's how it's always been. They're just being more upfront about it. And it does suck, to tell you the truth, because I always like farming their free medals and putting them in and using them to give it like a... you don't have to pull if you just want to get some of the rewards and then pass this one. Now they're kind of making you pull. But at the same time, if you have a good setup, you don't have to pull anyways. We'll talk about that after. So... hopefully they don't continue with this. I don't agree that they should always do this. But at the same time, like I said, we're going to pull anyways if we want to compete in the high score challenge. Alright, with that being said, let's get into the Winter Epic Medal Carnival. We got Flotsam and Jetsam, the Shark, Halloween Donald B, and Halloween Goofy B. Along with KR3, HD Ursula, my waifu, because, you know, Octopus. Look at that sexy, sexy medal right there. Ooh. Yeah, look at that trident. Not even her, she's such a bad girl. Okay, I'll stop. Let's continue. They come with 2 medals, come pre-strengthened 3-dotted during this period. So if you pull these medals, they're 3-dotted guaranteed, which is very nice. I'm actually happy that they're doing that. But of course, there's a downside, guys. I'll get to what the medals do. But the downside is that it's not a mercy pull. So just like World Final Fantasy medals, pull until you get them. It doesn't seem that they're too hard to get. Like, I know there's a lot of people out there who did a bunch of pulls and didn't get nothing. But at the same time, you're guaranteed at least one of these medals up here. So you can pull and get a bunch of Goofies, Donalds, the Shark, and Flotsam and Jetsam. But really, a lot of people have been getting KR3 and a lot of people have been getting Ursula, even on their first pull. So if you are curious and you really just want one of these medals, and it doesn't matter which medal it is, because you just need a little bit more percent, then do that one pull, guys. And one pull is not going to hurt you, but at the same time, you guys got to remember that there is a lot of medals out there that already do this, or a lot of medals are going to be doing a lot better than this. So let's quickly talk about the medals themselves. Key art number 3. It is Speed Reverse Divine Rose Perfect Medal. It's tier 5, 150% gilted. It deals 5 hits, lowers defense of all targets by 1 tier for 1 turn. Inflicts more damage the higher your HP. And it's only a 2 cost. So this is a very, very good medal right here, guys. A lot of you might say it's mediocre. It is on, let's say, it's nothing new, but it's still really good. And especially if you have a Keyblade setup that you use Zigbar B, Marluxia B, this medal goes in the second slot. Key art 3 fits perfectly on Divine Rose's second slot. So you got your ×3 buffer, you use your Key art 3, and then you go ape. You go ape with the rest of the Keyblade. This medal is really good, guys, especially since you guys use the Divine Rose so much. Key art 3 is a jewel. It's beautiful. Now, is it worth hunting right now? With the anniversary so close by and medals are going to come out later that do a lot better than that, I wouldn't go hunting for it. If you pull once and you don't get, just stop, guys. If you want to pull once, I'm not saying pull, by the way. So HD Ursula, my waifu, she's magic reverse, so she's going to be a little awkward in a couple Keyblades, actually. Deals 5 exceptionally powerful hits, raises magic base strength by 3 tiers for 1 turn. So if you're using it as a buffer, awkward positioning. If you're not using her as a buffer, Moogle Glory 4th slot, and lots of damage. Her base damage is really good, and someone in our party already guilted it, so I'm going to showcase it after this. She's 3 cost, single target, so Moana gives you a ×3 buffer. If you're just pulling her not to guilt her, or you're not going to be able to guilt her, she's Moana as a single target, but her single target damage is a lot stronger, but we all know that AoE medals are more versatile, I guess. So as the rest, the Shark, it raises your base strength by 3 tiers for 1 turn. It's a Maui for 5 cost, not a good medal. The Float Sam and Jet Sam, 2 cost, tier 3, so they're all 100% guilted. Lower strength of all targets by 1 tier for 1 turn. That's not bad. That's actually really good. That will help you in a lot of situations, especially the high score challenge. If you need to survive more than 1 turn, just activate him, and then you can go next turn and do all you need to do. Halloween Goofy B and Halloween Donald B, they're both very strong medals. Their base multiplier, especially if you guilt them, they're heavy hitters, and they're random, which is not guaranteed, but at the same time, most of the time you're going to use them for single targets, so it's not that big of a deal. So those last 2, Halloween Goofy and Halloween Donald B, are very strong medals. So for the rest of this, I should basically pull it and see if you're lucky, guys. The whole No Mercy pull, how I feel about it, to tell you the truth, I don't really care because there's nothing I really want from here. There's things that I could use from here and I wouldn't mind having on my Keyblade, like the Key R3. That's definitely something I would want. But is it something to chase for, especially since it's not guaranteed? No, not really. Am I going to pull at least once? Maybe once, just to see if I'm lucky enough, if I really want to. But let's go look at the actual rewards and talk about that. So for my Discord chat, I've been talking to people, and it seems that people are getting an average of 12.5 million to 13.5 million with 0% score boost and getting that score. So what does that get you? I don't know why I drew a blank there. I was like, what am I getting at? That's exactly what I'm getting at. So you can get 13.5 million if you do a perfect clean run without wasting any points, I'm pretty sure, or something near that. But I'm looking at 12 million. 12 million average for everyone if they pass it. So for 12 million, we get Chip and Dale, we get 1 King Young Mickey, and all the other good stuff you see down here. So if you want 14 million, you're definitely gonna have to pull at least once. If you want 16 million, maybe pulling once might be enough. Maybe twice. You probably have to have 2 10% medals or 1 14% medal. As for the rest, if you do want that 20 million, which gives you 3, 4, it gives you 1, 2, 3, and 4. So for 20 million, you get 4 Young King Mickeys, which means, let's see what place we have to get into to actually guilt them. So let's go into rankings. In rankings, so if we get 4, if we make 20 million, 4, 5, 6, so we need to make top 2,000, obviously. Okay, so if you want to guilt Young King Mickey, you got to make top 2,000 with a score of 20 million. Or if 20 million gets you into top 1,000, then that works too. But the bare minimum is getting top 2,000 to guilt that young Key Mickey, which is like every other high score challenge. That hasn't changed. Top 2,000 always gets to guilt the medal. As for getting yourself a Sora and Donald and Goofy B, you just got to make top 5,000. We'll try to do that. I'll try to make a free-to-play guide on making top 5,000, but the more people that watch my videos, the more competition there is. So remember, you got to tweak it. You got to try really hard yourself, try to figure out things. But without that, let's talk about, is this worth it? Are any of these medals huge game changers? They're not huge game changers. They're very powerful, but let's rewind for a second. Think about it, guys. Back then, let's go back into like month 4 when we saw medals that are really good and we went for them. They're obsolete now, guys. Remember, they're obsolete, or you got something about the same strength in the next month or 2, or even sooner. You guys got to remember, there's a power shift always going to happen. There's always going to be new medals that look very, very good, but those are going to become the average medals very, very soon. And then you're going to see new medals. The game always has to make you feel excited. This is how these mobile games work. They always got to introduce something that's stronger and better to keep everyone's interest. So even if you skip all this, let's say in 13 days you don't even do the high score challenge, you didn't pull or nothing, you're not really missing out, guys. It's going to be replaced, or there's going to be something else that's going to do exactly what it is. So don't stress over this. This is not one of those you need to hunt down. Just do your best. Play what you need to play. If you want to pull, go for a pull, but don't go crazy, guys. This isn't something to hunt for. I know a lot of people in JP are going to say Ursula is so good, so good. Yes, but so is a lot of other medals, and you can only fit 5 of those medals on your Keyblade, and 2 medals are going to be buffers. So that really leaves 3 powerful medals. Do you guys need all those powerful medals? Do you need every single one? No. If you looked at my guides, if you looked at all my playthroughs, you can see you can get away bare minimum. So it all depends how you want to play, guys. But let's get into this high score challenge. Let's do the first run. Let me take a quick drink because still sick and my throat's killing me. Drink of water. Refreshed. So let's do this. Let's go in with the Keyblade setup. On my main account, I already peeked at this. It's very blah, if you guys ask me. But the blah is actually really good because we'll talk about when I get in there. So as I promised, one of my teammates, Zio, right here, he got himself an HD Ursula, fully guilted. Well, 3% off, but it's guilted. So this is what a fully guilted HD Ursula looks like. 8,381 attack with the chips, 8,229 with the Dales. It is a 4.60 multiplier, and then when you times that by 2.5, so 4.60 times 2.5, this medal is 11.50 multiplier. That's huge, guys. That's huge. Now that's why this medal is so good, but the only problem is it's not guaranteed mercy pulls. If it was guaranteed in 10 pulls to guilt this medal, that's a different story, guys. To have this much power in one medal is incredible. It's single target, so it does hurt, but at the same time, a lot of stuff you guys want to do, single target medals will take care of you. Look at my dark side. My dark side took care of me through everything. That medal is still extremely strong, but this medal basically just became a lot better for reverse magic. So it's all up to you guys. But here we go. This is Ursula. I really want one. It's an octopus, guys. What? She may not be the prettiest waifu, but she's in my heart. I love her. So here we go. We're not going to go in with her. We're just going to go in with... I need an AoE medal that's going to do some damage here. So let's grab... is this the one that's fully guilted? Yeah, here we go. We're going to grab this World Final Fantasy Sephiroth because it's fully guilted. Again, this is not a guide. This is not how to do a good score here. This is just a first look and see how much I can get away with without polling, okay? So don't just go, oh, I don't have that medal. I don't have... This is not my guide, guys. I always do a first playthrough. So let's get into this and let's talk about what I was talking about. Very boring looking high score challenge. The enemies are everywhere. This is one big room. You just go to the enemy you want to hit and then go to the next one. Now, the reason I actually really, really like this is that you can go against the toughest enemies first and then try to take it down. Let's say you have to wait for a paralysis, sleep, poison, a certain skill to activate. If it doesn't activate, just reset and go back in, and you don't have to travel across a map to find that one enemy and then you travel back and find this enemy. You can do it all in one place, which is very nice. So let's just see how much I can get away with here. As for doing damage, I want to do the most damage possible, so we're just gonna tap. Wow, that did a lot of damage. I'm just gonna tap one guy and then activate my friend medal, because my friend medal on level 200s with a ×3 buff should be more than enough. And that should be a good multiplier. So all 3 hits landed. That's the best way to squeeze out multiplier. Not the best way, but you want to make sure all the hits land on the medal. So we're going to do that for level 200 and below. But what you really want to do is look for the toughest enemy. And the toughest enemy is this guy right here. So I don't think I can take him out. Now, everybody has a Zigbar B. Once you guys guilt Zigbar B, you're going to be able to take down every enemy in here. The helicopter fleet, the fat bandit right there, you guys are going to be able to take them all out. But since my Zigbar B is not fully guilted, I don't really want to attempt this. Let's see. Why not? You know what? Let's attempt it. Let's attempt it for just the sake of this video. So this is the toughest enemy here. He's level 400, so you need general defense down, which Kiar comes into play. That's why Kiar 3 is really good there. So... oh man, if my attack boost 3 doesn't go off, I don't think Zigbar's gonna be enough damage here, but hopefully attack boost 3 goes off. Okay, it doesn't go off, but you can see a non-guilted Zigbar B. Look how much damage he did without attack boost 3 activating. By the way, I put attack boost 3 on my Zigbar B because I think that's the best skill to put on him. I only have attack boost 3, but if you have attack boost 3 plus APP coming out soon, or attack boost 3 Lux plus, any form of attack boost 3 is really, really good on him. Some people are putting attack boost 3 max on him because they want the continuous damage. I like my attack boost 3s for high score challenges that are used on a medal that actually has a percentage boost. But as you guys can see, once you have your Zigbar B fully guilted, you're going to be able to take down every enemy in here without a problem. Zigbar B is going to be your highlight. And that's what I mean. Like, if you got a Kiar 3 and you put it in the second slot, then you're looking at... ooh, a magic mirror. Then you're looking at a lot of damage, guys. Because that means Zigbar B is going to have the most damage possible. Kiar 3 is going to lower your general defense down. And then Zigbar B lowers itself general defense down on the enemy. That means a fully general defense down debuffed enemy. So it doesn't matter what level he is. He's going to get hit like nothing. That was someone subscribing to my channel. Whoever that was at exactly this time. Thank you. It is 3:47 p.m. So let's continue. Let's go back into that and let's just do a really clean run through. Of course, my Keyblade is out of SP. I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back. I'm going to go through this run through again with 0%, same setup, but this time we're not going to kamikaze against the Fat Bandit. I can probably take him down if Attack Boost 3 actually went off, but that's another story. Let's go look at that helicopter fleet in the corner. So this is the second toughest enemy in the area. I'm going to try to take this one down. This one should be an easier enemy since it has less defense. It does have the cheery buffs, but we're going to take some of that away, so it's not that big of a deal. Hopefully all my skills do go off. Attack Boost 2 has to go off here. Perfect. And this one will be taken down compared to the Fat Bandit. Here we go. Attack Boost 3 still doesn't want to activate, but this is more than enough damage to take down that 350. Like I said, if Zigbar B was guilted, all you need was your ×3 buffer and Zigbar B, and you probably can get rid of that guy without a problem. So that's a level 3 copter. Again, this is a free-to-play account, only 60 days played. This is something you guys can all copy. From here, you want to be able to activate one medal that does multiple hits and has the most damage. So I'm just going to activate my World Final Fantasy medal for everything. This is not the idea setup, but I'm just going to do kind of as much as I can here. So hopefully we get around 10 million. If I get 10 million, I'm going to be pretty satisfied with that. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to pull unless I feel like I really want something from here, but at the same time, I don't feel like I want anything from here. All these medals are going to be replaced, or there's going to be something better in the future for this. Who knows? I think Classic Donald should do enough damage here. Oh, I was totally wrong. Oh, that's because I didn't use Moana, that's why. I'm not going to use Zigbar, I'm just going to use a World Final Fantasy Friend medal. Again, Once you guys have Xigbar B guilted, it's going to be super easy to do this whole entire room without a problem. So let's just keep clearing stuff. Let me try to figure out how to do this professionally. You know what? That's out the door already. I'm just going to do as much as I can here. I'm going to do time 3 buffer and then hopefully just tapping. Yeah, there we go. Just tapping. That's not ideal, guys. Remember, you want to be able to take down these enemies with your highest effect. So you want to activate Sephiroth if he's going to do the most damage. You want to activate whatever medal that you're using to do the most damage, and you need to make sure every hit lands. But we all know that already. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going far. I think if I full clear this room, I'll be able to hit 10 million with this. Well, over 10 million. We already talked about 12 higher. I think it's 12 million or higher. I'm pretty sure. If I can't defeat everything, I'm just going to kamikaze into one of the enemies. We'll talk about that after. Let's just keep cleaning this up here. So it looks like you have choices. It doesn't look like it is. You guys have choices. The whole thing here is that you see every enemy, so you guys can plan out your SP. So SP is not an issue in this. So you don't have to rely on APPs or anything like that. Use the heaviest cost Keyblade setup if you like, because you can just attack a really strong enemy and then go for a really weak one to restore your SP. So that's why I like this high score challenge as well. It's a very ugly design, putting all enemies in one room, but at the same time it benefits us greatly because we don't have to go back and forth to find a treasure chest and go back to that enemy, go back to a strong enemy in 3 rooms away, and then come all the way back. Everything's here nicely in one pile. Alright, so we're getting near the end, and we're at 4 million after this guy. We're going to be above 4 million after this one. I should have done that thing I was talking about where I go back and forth, but I'm talking to you guys and I'm not really thinking. Even though I'm explaining it, I'm not really thinking. So I need to stop activating stuff. I got to save some of this SP. That's going to waste my score, but at the same time, I already screwed up in so many other places, so it doesn't matter. So let's just keep tapping these guys away. I need a perfect SP, and now let's go for one of the big guys. I think there's a helicopter fleet in the corner here. Yeah. So level 300, we took down the 350. We know we're able to take this down. But at the same time, we only took it down to level 350 because attack boost 2 went off. So let's see if I'm lucky again. There's one attack boost 2, and hopefully this one goes off too. That should be enough. We don't need Xigbar B for level 300 enemies. Our World of Final Fantasy friend medal, or whatever friend medal you're using, let's say you have another Gilted Donald instead of World of Final Fantasy medal, that works too. As you can see, we don't need the AoE friend medal to complete this. I just put World Final Fantasy medal there just in case because, you know, it's super powerful. So this is an AoE one. This is where your friend medal is going to come into place. If it's a Marluxia B as your friend medal, that works too. But at the same time, it's not necessary. I think you can get away with just... Yeah. If you had stronger medals than I did and they weren't blue versus green, you could probably just swipe as well. Or a lot of you have Marluxia B, so you should be okay as well. Marluxia B should be more than enough. But at the same time, we want Xigbar B to be in this situation. Level 200, I think we're around the mark we need to be. I need to start saving SP though, because I want to attack that fat bandit before we end this. You guys think I can survive one hit? Let's take down this one right here. Let's see if I can survive one higher wizard hit. Yeah, we can. Okay, perfect. I don't want to activate more abilities. I want to go into that fight with enough to rotate the whole thing. Level 1. Ooh, we got a level 250 cannon gun. Yeah, let's just keep going. So I screwed up the whole SP pace. I should have been more careful with all this, but it's too late now. APP? Okay, APP went off. That gave us 2 SP. That's nice. I'm gonna tap. I'm gonna tap the cannon, do as much damage possible, and then hopefully this does. I need over 20. I need 22,000 to hit. Okay, that's not enough for the cannon. Hopefully the cannon doesn't take us out. Cannon didn't take us out. We're good. Okay, I do have to activate a medal here, so my SP is very low. This is not going to go too good, but as you guys can see, a full clear will get you 10 million or close to a full clear. So let me just look around, see if I can find an enemy I missed maybe. There's a health chest, that's good. We wasted all the SP chests, so we wasted all the enemies. So I'm giving you guys the advice, but I didn't take it. I know there's a chest there, but I think I opened it already. Okay, so looks like we're going to go into this. Let's just try to take down the 150. Let's see if I can take down the 150. So we got that. This should be enough here. And APP, no. Okay, so we hit 10 million. Very easy, guys. If I was organized with my SP, this would have been more than enough. As Casey Nova in my Discord says, let's go out with the glaze of glory. So what that means is, instead of attacking the enemy and finish off the target, go for the toughest enemy you couldn't take down after you took down everything else, because this will actually give you more of a score. So here we go, Arrow Flounder. Hopefully Moana goes off. It does. We're going to be able to do a Donald attack, and that's good enough. That's good enough for me. There we go. That was the high score challenge. That's all you guys got to know, is that go back and forth. Attack a tough enemy, and then go attack a weak enemy. Attack a tough enemy, go attack a weak enemy to restore your SP. But we hit 10 million. That gives us a young King Mickey, if I recall. I can't remember. But this high score challenge, to complete it, is very easy. As you guys can see, this is my free-to-play account. All you gotta do is copy that kind of setup or some form of it. High score challenge. I'll put out some guides later on how to do a full clear, but I basically told you in this video how to full clear it nicely. At the same time, it all depends what you want to do. If you really want to get away with it, ×3 buffer with Zigbar, and then whatever you guys want. So that gave us 10 million score. I think it was 12 million, right, for a young King Mickey? No, for Chip and Dale's. But yeah, we got a young King Mickey for 10 million. So I can stop there and be happy, actually. I will get the rest, because I'll do a score of 12 million at least. I know I'll get 12 million. After that, that's if I do a poll. And like I said, there's nothing really worth chasing. I'm almost at 20,000 jewels. By the time the anniversary comes, I'll have 30,000. So I don't really want to push my luck with spending jewels, because every medal gets replaced eventually. And I've been saying this for months, guys. Everything gets pushed to the side and new medals come out. So you guys don't have to worry about getting this. You can miss this and carry on. You guys missed a whole bunch of stuff already, and has it stopped you from doing anything? No, unless it's ridiculously over leveled, like that stupid Zen Miss event. Anything besides that, you guys have been able to clear. I've been able to clear with an account that's only, what's it at now, 64 days. Nothing has really changed my account. I still only done 10 polls. Sorry, yeah, 3 10 polls, which was the World Final Fantasy medals. And I'm still clearing everything. I almost fully cleared that room. So nothing really hard here, guys. Alright, enough chatting. This was a high score challenge. That was the EMC. Let me know if you guys polled. Let me know if you want to poll and why. I don't have a reason. I have Moana. The Key R3, not a big deal. It would be really nice. That's the only thing I want from this whole thing. But at the same time, we're not be able to get it. So no mercy, no poll. Yeah, no mercy, no poll, guys. Unless it's World Final Fantasy Medals, which was incredible. So it has to be a huge game changer. Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you guys in the next one.